Okay, so now you on 63rd.
I was on 63rd and Wabash, then I moved on 61st and Evans. My sister stayed 67, 64, 63, 47, St. Lawrence.
Okay.
See, Duck used to go over my sister's house a lot, so he kind of probably knew them before I moved over there. Cause he used to go over Boss Trail, Momma, that's my sister.
Right.
And she used to be at her house. He used to be at her house all the time.
So here's where I was going with this. So at some point, the music scene in Chicago starts to jump. You know what I'm saying? Something happens, and people are rapping now. You know what I'm saying?
Like in 2010, they started.
Like one of the ones that created
Yeah, Duck was. Like, you can't even talk about drill music without mentioning him. He definitely was a pioneer.
You feel like he was a pioneer?
He ain't no feel like it. It's written. It's etched in stone, baby. Like, you know, they talk about Tooka. He was a 15-year-old boy that ain't never did nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But because he was from St. Lawrence and Keef was from the Wick before they started calling it O-Block, you know, I guess I basically, the only reason I could feel that they was even mentioning that boy name just to get to Duck. They ain't had no other reason to mention his name because they knew he was from St. Lawrence and they knew how it would make Duck feel. So basically that's why. Because they started saying they spoke at Tooka first. You know what I'm saying? But,
You talking about Duck?
Yeah. You know, they had said that
on the interview.
they was you know what I'm saying? But they took it and made it disrespectful. But
Right.
Duckman was on some Tupac shit. Like, Tupac, he told his homies to smoke him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So basically that's where that came from. But they just flipped it and just made it disrespectful as hell. And now the shit then spread all over the fucking world. Everybody's smoking they dead ops and that.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's sad. Y'all can ask them right now. Everybody sit up there. No, they ain't gonna put you, but they can. Y'all can talk from behind the scenes. Like, I supported Duck because I already knew he was born to do that shit. Like, literally, he was born to.
What you mean? To be a gladiator?
To be an entertainer. I ain't talking about, he a leader, period.
Right.
Y'all say gladiator, yes, he would protect his family. That's what gladiators do.
Right.
They protect everything around them that they love. But Duck was a leader. Like, he was trendsetter, baby. Like, everybody wanted to follow him. Everybody wanted to be like Duck. You know what I'm saying? Everybody he got in contact with, that's the type of aura he had. But when he got to this rap shit, because goddamn, you would have thought he was Chris Brown in another life. Before all this rap shit started. He just was born. Where y'all think he got Duck from? Where you think he got his name from?
And then they come from the 5 Heartbeats.
I watched the 5 Heartbeats my whole pregnancy. And I say, that's gonna be my baby name. I sat on my grandma's couch and he was like Duck, because they made a promise to each other about whoever have a kid first, we gonna name him after the brother. So what's the name had the son first, so he named him Duck.
Right.
And sure as shit thing, when I had Duck, he came out, mouth looked like a real duck. He had the duck lips. And that was his name for birth. And if you ever saw the 5 Heartbeats, Duck was the glue. Duck kept the group together. He was the one that kept everybody on their shit. Like, he was the glue. And it was like when he left the group, everybody fell apart. He didn't die, but Eddie Kane got on drugs and like, it was just real fucked up. He was trying, but it didn't work.
Right.
So yeah, that's where Duck got his name from.
Yeah. So when you're watching them blow up, and this rap stuff is blowing up.
In my enclosed back porch. When I stayed on 61st Avenue.
Who made the studio?
Duck, Mello, Dutchy now.
Yeah.
I made a post the other day about the originals. I don't know if you've seen it. But I saw a lot of people took that the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody like FBG Brick, FBG Cash, FBG Wooski, all them, you know what I'm saying? They are an extension of number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. You know what I'm saying? Billy number 1, Dutchie number 2, Duck number 3, and Billy number 4, right? Mellow number 1. Right. You see what I'm saying? It was
Right.
always them 4 and that music. Then he dropped E-Day Is You Serious? Because E-Day made a fucking song about him getting stabbed by his girlfriend. Like, these was grown ass, damn near grown men coming at kids.
So you watching this, like you watching the songs that's starting to come, this songs, you got academics, the interviews is going on, you had Zach
That
back
was
in the
later
day.
down the line. That's when he started getting, like, at first, when Duck started, he had my number on Twitter.
Okay.
Like, and I used to get a lot of calls and used to book a lot of his, get, like, features there, because he had my number on his Twitter.
Right.
Like, before he got any type of, man, this was when he was doing this shit for fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he started taking it serious. Like, really, really serious. Pushing. I remember he told me, like, around 2015, he was like, if I ain't signed by 2016, I'm not rapping no more. And I told his ass, boy, if you don't get your ass on, what else you gonna do? You not a drug dealer. You ain't gonna work. Like, what else is it for your ass to do besides rap and sing? You ain't born to do shit else. And he never gave up. Never gave up. When he lost his big brother, he could have just been out here reckless, crazy, just a fucking maniac. But he chose to put that pain in his music.
Yeah.
And it was just up.
Yeah.
Then he made Slide. You know, he always been a bully. You know? He had to bully his way in the industry because they weren't respecting him. You see what I'm saying? They want to try to act like they want to overlook him because of the people that's already in there. You know what I'm saying? But that's something else. I ain't even finna get into all that shit because it's deep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I did want to ask, like, when you see out of towners, you know what I'm saying, feeling the need to disrespect Duck or disrespect 63rd, that don't know, never been, but I guess it might be the cool thing to do because they favorite rapper, whatever the case may be. How does this make you feel?
Well, as a mother, it make me feel fucked up. Shit, I be feeling bad, and a lot of times I respond to that shit because I'm dealing with feelings. Because like you say, these are fans, and they don't really know. These are our real lives, but the fans are taking it like I'm being bashed because I'm defending my son's name. Who does that? Like, I'm not like other mothers. I don't think no other mother was in this culture like me. You see what I'm saying? So I'm
Explain what you mean by that. Break it down to him.
Like, I don't know if they all the kids was at my house. All the parties was at my house. I threw parties for my kids, basically just to keep them around me. I'm watching them. I'm monitoring them. I know they ain't out there shooting nobody. They ain't out there. They're having fun. What teenagers supposed to do. But the minute they leave, I don't know what's going on. But I know when they at my house, I'm feeding them. I'm letting them sleep on my floor.
The whole hood.
It's like, man, they used to call me Mama Sheena at first. Before Duck passed away, I was Mama Sheena.
Mama Sheena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah. And I know all them boys personally, from Tooka on down to TB, all them babies that done died. It's like, they was in my house. They was around me. Man, can't get right. Like, so when them babies died, it was like I felt like I lost a child again because they looked up to me as a mother. You know what I'm saying? Me and Brick, I say me and Brick relationship was more like brothers and sisters because I was 15 when I had them, and I
Right.
basically grew up. We grew up together. You see what I'm saying? My son died too. Like he was born in that shit later. Like I feel like I was growing as they was growing.
Right.